Hello, my name is Puriya Bigband and this movie is about change management and in principle access permissions. So it's about preventing unauthorized users to make any changes in the data model. The first item that we have to introduce is the users and groups inside Base. It is possible to create as many groups as needed, and for every group, it is possible to add users to that group. For every group, there are different configurations. First is the context menu. So it is possible for a certain group to add for each type of device or object certain functionalities which are used often. For example, here for the processes, we will add Aspen simulation import. And based on that, for all the users in this group, when they click on the process, they will have the context menu of Aspen simulation import as a shortcut. Second configuration is the tree view. It is possible for a certain user group to hide certain object types in the tree view. For example, process engineers are not interested to see the wires and cables, so they can be hidden from the tree view for certain user groups. These filters are temporary and they can be activated or deactivated. The third configuration is the attributes view. So it is possible to hide certain attributes of a certain object type from certain user groups. For example, it is possible to hide all the process engineering attributes from the electrical engineers, so they cannot see them and of course they cannot modify them. On the project level, there are different access control permissions. It is possible to define for every user or for every user group what are the actions that he is allowed to make. Making the changes on the attributes, making the user management, editing the worksheets, freezing the diagrams, enabling history, and so on. On every object, there are different possibilities to protect this object. We can lock the structure of the object, and we can protect the object from deletion. It is also possible to freeze it by PNID freeze. This was shown in a different movie. It is also possible to assign a sheet to a certain user or make it read-only for a certain group of users. This is done on the drawing, and then users can be added, so this sheet will be read-only for the users which don't have access to it. Also, on every attribute, it is possible to modify the properties of the attribute. So we can make an attribute read-only, confirmed, or we can define a status for the attribute which is visually visible with colors.